Hello, and welcome to Let's Spend the Night Together, Masterworks. The following segment has been selected for your enjoyment. Enjoy. I promised everybody at the beginning of the show we were going to have a little Confessions of a Ring Rat. That's what got us into the whole Vince McMahon thing.
Yeah, that's right.
I couldn't help myself. This is quite the story. This is a ring rat, of course, is a woman that likes to garner the attention of pro wrestlers.
Oh my god!
And she's happy to do it. She's happy to help them out
because she likes to warm their bed.
Everybody is friends in this situation, and this is a very interesting story that I've actually had for a little while. I haven't been able to show.
She likes to help ease the tension off some of the wrestlers.
Exactly
Take the edge off.
Exactly right. Sue Chuter. It's either Chuter or Cutter.
You hardly knew her. Chuter.
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 Yeah, Chuter.
Chuter.
Sue Chuter is a ring rat.
Did she lick her first, or just start by chewing her?
Sue Chuter
is. I keep thinking if I can get more variations of that.
Yeah, you gotta
come back to me.
Keep spitballing. Sue Chuter is a ring rat. And makes no apologies about it. Just take a look at this beaut.
That's Sue Chuter? Oh my god, it looks like Jim Cornette more than anything. Jeez, that's not good.
It does look like Corny. Oh my god. You gotta get the Cornette picture of Cornette. Oh my god. Okay, so she makes no...
She's a beaut.
She makes no apologies about it. About being a ring rat.
No, she doesn't.
As a young woman...
Dusty Rhodes fucking... stuffed her head into a couch.
I would always
went to town.
Me and Sue, I was very I was very close to her. All right,
she was very delicate, Daddy.
She is a deep and warm person, Daddy.
Oh my god.
As a young,
she warm, Daddy. My son Goldust, he said, "Daddy, why is she so warm?" We share this woman.
I said, you sit there and you watch.
Gabriel.
As a young woman, so she was a ring rat. And as a young woman and devoted fan in the heyday of World Championship Wrestling in Australia. WCW. Australia, Melbourne based. Sue rooted some of the wrestlers' biggest overseas stars. She rooted them. She's a rat.
She fucking sucked them is what she did.
She's always been attracted to the wrestlers, watching them on TV, and then seeing them live at Melbourne's festival halls.
And then having them in her mouth.
She's sucked and fucked her way through the whole roster.
Oh my god. Then being airtight by her three favorite wrestlers. That was the pinnacle.
Oh, man. Have you read this before?
Yeah.
We'll just wait till we get to the specifics.
It was like Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, and fucking Dusty Rhodes. Oh, my God.
They're supposed to tap out.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris shouldn't have practiced that on his family members, his moves. Chokeholds and such.
I don't think that, a little side... side bet here. I don't think that went down exactly the way that the news reported it.
The Chris Benoit tragedy?
I don't think that he was in his right mind.
Oh my god.
And he might have made some mistakes.
You don't think he was in his right mind when he
some things might have been said.
Stuffed a pillow down his fucking children's throats?
Alright, but this isn't about Chris, alright?
No.
He had his spotlight, right?
Great wrestler, though.
Diving headbutt, I mean, come on.
Oh my god. He was
killer moveset.
Took his skills a little too seriously at times, I think. Took his work home with him, you might say. And that wasn't a good look.
Alright. So Sue, she's rooted around with some of the biggest wrestlers overseas. Rooted around like a pig. That's the only
trough, a wrestler trough.
She's always been attracted to the wrestlers. All right, so she met him at the Melbourne Festival Hall. Sue became a ring rat on May 9th, 1970.
Oh, no.
4 days after turning 19.
How is there an exact date?
Because it was 4 days after her turning 19.
And she just looked up and she was praying to God and said, "Today I shall be henceforth a ring rat."
I think if it's like...
And then she stuffed Dusty Rhodes nuts in her mouth. And,
So, day after turning 19, she went to a show with a friend, and both were invited to Jerry Briscoe, invited by Jerry Briscoe up to his hotel room. Jerry Briscoe.
To Jerry Briscoe's hotel room.
Once they arrived, he told them to take their clothes off, and
he said, "Now,
give
Sabrina, I want you on the bed on all fours. Don't stare at it. Eat it."
He said, once
do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
Sue, do you like Huey? Have you ever heard of Whitney Houston before, Sue?
Her first album, titled simply Whitney.
Once they arrived, he told them to take off their clothes and give him a blowjob or get out of his room.
Wow.
I'll be honest with you. Oh, shit.
I'll be honest with you. That's how you greet people when they come over to your house?
I'll be honest with you. I shit myself. Sue laughed.
Oh, wow.
I had
You probably wanted her to leave then, too.
Yeah, if you defecate, you have to leave that room. Let's get cleaned up. Then come back.
Come on, Sue.
A boy named Sue. She looks... I'm not going to go there.
I'm going to judge her.
I'm better than that.
As
Come
the
on.
boy named Sue.
I'm better than that.
Yeah.
All right, so he said, give me a blowjob or hit the bricks.
You jabroni.
You jabroni, you mark. I'll be honest with you. I shit myself, she laughed. I had no idea what I was thinking. I got half undressed and Jerry took the rest off.
Wow.
And then Sue blew the later NWA World Tag Team Champ.
Then she blew the 2-time tag team champ. They throw in his accolades as a performer for some reason. What a weird time to compliment him. Oh my god.
Okay, so it was, she says...
That's amazing.
It was the first time I'd ever done it, she explained.
She was a virgin?
I didn't even know what it meant.
Oh, to blow somebody?
Both of us did it to him at the same time. Tony Parisi, then known as Antonio Puglisi, came up later, and we took care of him as well. Then Eric Froelich and Mark Lewin. Then Gary Hart and Ivan Koloff. What? It was a momentous weekend for Sue, as she was
Jimmy Hart?
Initiated into the ranks of rattiness.
Ugh.
Although she didn't fuck any of the guys that night. Quote, it was
swallowed
only blowjobs for two of the guys that I can remember, Jerry and Tony.
Jeez.
It was fantastic. Going to the wrestlers.
Then after the lewds, there were probably dozens more.
She says, it was fantastic. Going to the wrestlers and being involved with them physically. Of course.
Oh my god.
Sue
to not
also
only watch the wrestlers in the ring, but to have them in my mouth back in their hotel room was an experience like no other.
It was the best autograph a girl could ask for.
Oh my god. A white autograph right on my forehead.
Sue.
From Jerry Briscoe.
Tag team champ extraordinaire. He gave me a tapioca stamp right across my back. She says...
oh my god.
Sue also got her first inkling that not everything was kosher in pro wrestling.
Oh my god.
There were Gentiles too. No.
Oh my god, is that all she means? Some of them were not cut.
Pro wrestling. What was it? This looks so tiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who Jerry Briscoe?
She says the heels and faces were mixing together. That's when I was shocked because we were marks at that stage. I love how she refers to herself as a mark.
Oh my god.
Sue quickly developed a soft spot for wrestler Gary Hart, who I'm pretty sure is like not gonna be Brett's.
I was hoping it was Jimmy Hart.
Who most modern fans would remember as a heel manager warring against the Von Erichs in the Dallas during the 1980s. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
She says, one time I went to Gary's room and later he introduced me to Kurt and Carl von Steiger. And as his girlfriend. If Gary told me to jump, I'd say, how high?
I'd say, how far down my throat? He's like, no, I didn't say blowjob. Gosh, Sue, I'm saying jump.
If Gary told me to jump, I'd say, who's jump?
Oh my god.
Even to this day, I adore Gary, she said. If he came back to Australia now, I'd still sleep with him. Oh, Sue.
My god. But he's dead, so I can't.
But Hart wasn't the first wrestler Sue fucked.
Oh, geez.
That honor went to the midget grappler Lord Littlebrook in 1971.
What's the other dude?
Lord Littlebrook?
Lord Littlebrook. What's the redheaded one?
Oh, you mean,
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle was supposed to be Vince McMahon's illegitimate bastard son. He was this
Are
midget.
you serious?
He was this midget that they brought on.
You're my son, but no one will know.
You're a halfling.
You're fired from.
You're not even a real man.
You're a halfling.
You're not even good as Lord Littlebrook.
Oh my god. Peter Dinklage is better than you. So she fucked Hornswoggle?
She fucked Lord Littlebrook. I gotta
Lord
say that
Littlebrook.
again.
Why is it Lord Littlebrook? Oh, I get it.
He was a midget grappler.
Funny stuff.
But Hart wasn't the
Grappler.
first wrestler Sue fucked. That honor went to midget grappler Lord Littlebrook in 1971.
He could fit his whole head in my actually, don't print this part.
I felt like I was giving birth in reverse.
Oh my god.
I was...
Hey babe, wanna give birth to my
How do you say no to that?
Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
romantic. I was so naive in those days, she recalled.
Fucking little people?
I honestly thought that...
I honestly thought he'd have a huge dick, even though he was little. Poor Sue.
Oh my god. I was so naive in those days, she recalled. I honestly thought I wanted to go to the toilet, but it was me having orgasms all the time. Ugh.
Ugh, so she's a sprayer?
I
Is that what
guess.
she's saying?
He gave me my first orgasm 4 times in 2 hours. It's like Penthouse Letters, but for old, gross ladies. So he said most of the Americans expected a blowjob and nothing more. Probably because it was healthier and safer than straight sex. They, as she says, they weren't interested in screwing. They didn't know who you'd been with, and you didn't know who they'd been with. Never at
You
any
knew what their
time.
finisher was, but you didn't know if they wanted to finish inside you or...
Way to sell, Sue.
Oh my god.
No, my jaw's actually broken.
Oh my god.
They weren't, okay, what is it? They weren't interested in, you don't know if there's a lot of STDs.
Yeah.
Never at any time was Sue concerned about pregnancy or STDs. No, I pulled out really early on that one. She said, I was with one of the other midgets, Sue recalled. He was very strange in his sexual ways.
Yeah, but they have names.
He
so-
believed in anal sex.
He believed in the same way that Sue praised the god. This man believed in anal. He had faith in anal sex.
He was a flat earther. He believed in anal sex.
He had faith, deep faith in anal sex.
what
It
is
will
going-
save us.
He believed in anal sex. I gotta say.
Yeah.
He was very strange in his sexual ways. Believed in anal sex.
In anal sex. He believed it would save us.
The human race. Come with me. Let me fuck your ass if you want to
Oh
live.
my god. And I didn't know if I believed him, but I believe Aang will save the world. It just becomes the last airbender.
Okay, his name was... Okay, hold on. This has to be
Yeah.
fake. Okay.
Who,
His-
Lord Littlebrook? Or no, this is a different one. She doesn't
This
even
is
know his
another
fucking
midget
name.
wrestler,
So
midget
she
grappler.
sucked all the midget grapplers' dicks.
Well, they fuck. Well, the
they
midgets
fuck.
like to fuck.
Because they have huge dicks and they like to fuck.
His name was Wee Willie Wilson from Florida.
Wee Willie Wilson?
From Florida, of course. Florida man.
Yeah.
And he was very well hung.
Oh.
After that, I was with Butch Miller from the Bushwhackers before he was a sheep herder.
Wow.
When
We sure are impressed.
he
Sue. She says it like, then I hung out with Paul McCartney. Then Eric Clapton came over. Except it's wrestlers no one even remembers, and they're like stuffing stuff in her pussy and getting head from her.
Oh my god, they're just using poor Sue as like a fleshlight. It
And one of
sounds
them
like.
gave her spraying orgasm.
She thought she was like shitting.
What is it about? What is it about good sex that makes you have to crap? Like in Kingpin.
Oh my god. Okay. When he first came,
This was really good, but should I go take a shit instead of having sex?
I mean, I'm really enjoying the sex talk kind of shit.
Oh my god.
When he first came, she's talking about Butch Miller from the Bushwhackers and the Sheep Herders.
Butch Miller?
When he first came from New England in 1971, he was a destroyer under a mask.
Oh my god.
I met him through Tiger Jeet Singh. I caught up with
Jushin Thunderliger?
I got up with Butch in Anaheim, California in 1996, and I think he remembered me. He was nice. During the early 70s, Sue fucked or sucked.
Oh my god.
Was it Veritable? Who's Who of professional wrestlers. Veritable, yeah. Including Maniac Mark Levin, Mr. Fuji.
Well, that's right, Daddy. You know, Sue Chutna, she done sucked my dick all the way across America, Daddy.
Ivan Koloff and the Von Steigers, both of them.
The Von Steigers.
So for that, Sue, we salute you here. Let's spend the night together. We salute you for your service.
The Von Steigers did the Eiffel Tower on her, you think?
I have no idea.
Well, Daddy, that's a tale for another day.